How's it? Today is Monday, August 28th. I'm feeling good. For the first time, I didn't think about my lower back today in any of my lifts, which is really crazy. I've been worried about this thing for 5 weeks. Maybe it's 6 weeks. I don't even remember. It's been a long time, and I've been very diligent about my rehab movements, the big three, and then halfway through I added in a hip mobility warm up. I still do them every single day. On days I'm not lifting, I do them before I go to bed. And obviously it's made some difference. It could be a factor of time as well, but I'm feeling really good about it, and I'm really really happy that I don't have to think or second guess how I'm moving necessarily as much as I used to. I do still need to be careful. I don't think that I'm going to be able to do the lifts like normal without the warm up. I think that warm up is absolutely vital. And so I'm just happy, that it doesn't hurt. And then given that kind of change, I didn't know that was going to happen today. I ended up lowering a lot of my movement volume by removing a couple movements from my complex today. So last week I did a pause back squat plus 3 snatch push press plus 1 overhead squat plus a snatch balance. So I took off the pause back squat and the snatch balance. So I'm just keeping the meat of the sandwich. I'm throwing away the bread. So just triples, or I guess 3 plus 1s at 100 here. It's just my weight. Last week I was at 95 for that gigantic complex, and I was able to do them. It's hard because it's a lot of reps. It's not hard because it's heavy. And so today, very similarly, it's not hard. I think I reduced the two reps overall for all of it, so my overhead strength feels a lot stronger, and it feels like I'm able to squat a lot more cleanly and more precisely and more crisp in the way that I want to be moving. So I'm super happy with how this feels. Yep, this is my last rep here at 100. Hopefully I'll be snatching this very shortly. But for today, I'm just going up for block power snatches at 85 for 3 threes. And maybe I need to reduce these next week to maybe 2 or maybe 1 power plus some full lifts, or maybe hangs. I'm not sure. Today's power snatches were pretty challenging. I think that the last set was so bad. You'll see it when it gets there, but it's one of the worst sets I've ever done. There were not, I don't even think 2 of them were powers. I think the first one was a power snatch, second one was not, and third one was definitely not. Third one was like a cross-country race. I don't even think I'm in the frame for both of these cameras. We'll see. But all of these felt really snappy. 60, going to 70 next, and then 80. So 70 is going to be a double, 80 is going to be a single. But it really feels like I'm able to get good extension, and then positioning with my arms isn't being limited by my early arm pull. It feels like I'm doing a lot better on that than I have in the past. 80 here is pretty solid. And then for a set at 85 is the only decent one. I think that last rep is borderline power snatch. Full snatch. Same thing. It's whatever. Here is the 85. Here's second rep there. And for a long, long time, all I thought about was, I'm going to pause here. Yeah, that's definitely not a power snatch. But for a long, long time, all I thought about and cared about was, is my back going to hurt? And so the technique didn't matter. The technique was whatever technique I could get away with without my back hurting. And today, I didn't think about my back, which I really noticed probably around this set or so. It's worth noting that last night I worked a double. So yesterday, I guess, the whole entirety of yesterday, I worked a double. And 2 weeks ago, I did the same thing. And the Monday 2 weeks ago was really not it. And I was expecting something very similar to that today. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Oh, that was a power snatch. Wow. I surprised myself. But that's not the one I'm talking about. Watch this next rep. This is a tragedy. A modern tragedy. Watch this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm actually off of the frame. Well, it was my right leg and the left one. But I'm out of those on both of those. And that is just not it, you know? Send help. Send help. And that's the reason why I think I might need to modify my snatches next week. So we'll see what happens next week. After that, I moved into my snatch pulls here, 105. Again, I mean, the only reason why I put these in the first time I did them was because my back was really not feeling great. So I think that given how today felt, and we'll see how the rest of the week goes as well, of course, I think that I might be able to do pulls from the ground. And that would be really, really awesome for me. From like a confidence standpoint, from a just pure movement standpoint, I think that the more range of motion I can get with the heavier weight, the more applicable, that's not the word I'm looking for. The more transferable it will be and the more useful the training will be. And then after that, I did some pull-ups, and then I did motherfucking GHD sit-ups, which I haven't been able to do since my back has been sore for... I keep saying it, I'm like a broken record, but it's really exciting for me. I don't feel like this very often. I don't feel very happy about the training and stuff like that. But, like, look at this. These are normal GHD sit-ups. I wasn't able to, like, sit up in my bed a couple weeks ago. So, look at how much range of motion I have. And, like, my back was completely fine doing that. My back feels fine now. So, yeah, things are feeling good. Feeling all right. Yeah. That's a song for you if you want to guess on that one. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.